Well, good morning and happy Friday to all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's chilly
Welcome
today.
back.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be back.
Vacation?
I had an awesome
Good.
vacation. Had an amazing vacation. Got to play some golf at some truly incredible places. Seminole Golf Club in particular, which was once in a lifetime experience. So, happy to be back. Although not necessarily happy to be away from Florida weather. It was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here. I'll bear with it.
There you go.
All right, so let's get into our weekend roundup. And really, in order to get into our weekend roundup, we have to go back to last weekend because we had a truly incredible Fire and Ice Gala on Saturday night.
Great.
There was a lot of fire and a lot of ice.
In drinking glasses.
And yes, and that as well. But we really want to thank the 350 attendees, the 50 volunteers, and the sponsors and the donors. Everyone who made it possible. Just such an amazing event. It really does take a village in order to do that. And the committee members in particular.
Yeah, Tricia Walsh and Blenda Donovan, Tiffany Alardi, Karen Page, Joan LaMarche, Carrie Ganniger, and Mary Reichenbach really pulled together all the details for months and months. They would meet every week, sometimes multiple times a week. And it's not just a party, it is that, but it really does help the parish with long-term needs. So we're still kind of going through and paying our vendors, but we know that we made well north of $150,000.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Very successful evening.
Yeah, and you can still give if you wanted to. You can still support the Fund a Need if you weren't able to go or whatever else. So just keep that in mind.
The raffle winners, the Louis Vuitton gift card was not won by me, unfortunately. It was won by Meg Kurtz. The bourbon was won by Sean Arrett. And then the golden ticket was won
nepotism.
No, it was won by a gentleman named Don Schneier, who happens to be my uncle and my godfather. And he, being the good family man that he is, he wanted to avoid family strife at Thanksgiving and Christmas. He picked pucks with Padre. So I'll be going to the Blues game with my uncle. Couldn't have made it up if I tried.
Yeah, that's right. Well, there you go.
It's pretty awesome. So, thank you to everybody who participated and was generous in the Fire and Ice Gala. We are so appreciative and grateful for your generosity and for all that will do to help our parish and our school.
Great. Yeah, so we have Advent wreaths this weekend only. $12 for the wreath, $8 for the candles. Available for the purchase after any of the masses this weekend.
Yep. The giving tree still going up. We have really only have a few more ornaments left on the giving tree. So thank you, folks, for really taking the bull by the horns and grabbing all those ornaments. So they are still available on the giving tree, and the gifts themselves need to be turned in by the end of this month. So if you haven't yet done the giving tree, we recommend coming and grabbing an ornament this weekend so that we can help as many people out as we can.
Great. And then the Willow Tree Nativity sets, there will be 2 of those sets. The Pro-Life Committee is selling raffle tickets for those. I think one of our, Karen Price won one of them last year. But so those are available for purchase this weekend as well. $1 raffle tickets. And there's a donor who will match any proceeds we raise for pro-life causes. They will match that.
That's awesome. This weekend, one of the biggest weekends for our youth group, it's the Luke 18 retreat. We have 70 kids attending with about 100 or so high school volunteers. It should be a really, really awesome time. Is that the other way around? Is it 150 attendees and 70 volunteers?
No, I think it's what you see. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry. I thought my eyes were deceiving me there for a second. But
it's a big group.
It's a big group. It's a very big group. So we're really, really happy. So if you see a bunch of high school kids running around here this weekend, you know why. They'll be a little loud, they'll be crazy, but it's going to be an awesome chance for some of the kids in our junior high program to really have an encounter with Christ. And that's what we try to promote through our youth group and really everything we do at the parish and the school.
And it'll be pretty much a normal Luke 18. This year, the last 2 years have been either canceled or modified, so that I know the kids will really benefit. It's a great program and really launches them into our youth ministry program. So we're really excited they can get the full experience.
Another, at least, calendar item to note. Obviously, this coming Thursday is Thanksgiving. We'll only have one Mass on Thanksgiving Day, and it'll be at 9 a.m. So again, just a reminder on that. Thanksgiving Mass will be at 9 a.m. on Thursday. Hope to see you there. Just a great way to celebrate and begin that day and giving thanks to God. And you,
Yes,
another
Director
announcement.
of Stewardship, Mary Reichenbach. She announced her retirement at the end of this year, so she will be taking a step back to spend time with family and do personal things, which is great. She deserves it.
Yeah.
So we will certainly miss Mary and all the many ways that she helps our parish and helps our ministries and probably in some way has helped most of you
Yeah.
at some point, just through the course of her work. So congratulate Mary for her contribution to Incarnate Word. She served 3 pastors, so she's done her time in purgatory,
Yes.
I think. And so we'll be, working on. I hate to say it, not really replacing. That's not the right word. You don't ever try to replace
No.
somebody, but looking
Especially
for
someone who's done enough as Mary.
Yeah. So you just look for that next person who can take the baton and continue the good work that she's done for 2 decades. So
So again, congratulations, and we're so grateful for all that Mary has done for the parish, and we wish her a wonderful, wonderful retirement and spending time with her family.
great.
So, a number of baptisms in the last couple of weeks or so. So, Lucy Jean Laurent, daughter of Eric and Lauren. Louis Edmund Aiello, son of Nick and Jen, and Natalie Mae Woolner, daughter of Alex and Tammy. I had a couple of those baptisms last weekend. And then you welcomed in 3 members of the Elliott family.
Yeah, so Anderson William, Alinea Elizabeth, and Ann Catherine, son and daughters of Brian and Kimberly Elliott. So we're happy to have them as part of our church and hope to welcome Kimberly at the Easter Vigil.
Yeah, absolutely. And then weddings. You had another wedding
Joe
as well.
Gressick and Kylie Zwick were married here on Saturday.
Yeah. And then later on this morning, I've got the funeral for Mike Rozier, a parishioner of our parish. I've known the Rozier family, for a number of years, even growing up with them in North County. So we pray for Mike and his wife, Sue, and for them and their family and their loss. All right. This weekend, Christ the King.
Mm-hmm. I think you have a deacon, don't you?
I do. Deacon Morris is preaching for me. So, my homily would probably just be to play the Kanye West album, Jesus is King. But you probably have something a little bit more profound than that.
Well, I'm not having Kanye preach for me this weekend, but I'm still working it out. But I was going to kind of draw on. You've told me to watch The Crown. I have not watched it.
Oh.
But there's many other royalty-centered tales and true stories. But kind of the pattern in all of them is, it seems like you can only have one king or one queen. And whenever you try to have more, there are problems and strife and bloodshed and just terrible things.
War of the Roses.
Yeah, it's just not good. And then tying that into the fact that we have Christ the King this weekend, and while politics can handle a democracy, the spiritual life cannot. Jesus is king, whether we like it or not, whether we elect him or not. And when you can only have one king, you got to choose who it's going to be. And so just kind of reflecting on that in different areas of our life, like our minds, our bodies, our souls, who is king of those areas of our life. And we'd like to say Jesus is king of all of them, but at least if I look at mine, I realize there's some work to do. There's maybe a little revolution going on, or at least some dual citizenship. So just kind of reflecting on
even
that.
just the origin of the feast itself. This is a relatively new feast in the church's calendar. It was Pope Pius XI in probably the 20s-ish, who added this feast to the calendar because he saw what was going on in Europe. You had the rise of fascism, you had the rise of communism, all of these movements that sought to put other people basically in place of Christ the King. And he realized that the world needed this feast to be reminded that Jesus is the King of our hearts, and that every part of us should be governed and ruled by Christ rather than anyone or anything else.
Yeah. So we'll reflect on that, and then crazy that we'll be hopping right into Advent.
I know.
Weekend.
It's pretty crazy. I got to dust off my purple vestments.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we hope to see you around this weekend here at Mass, and hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.
All right. God bless.
God bless.